Hello, everyone. College football enthusiast here on SG1 Sports Florida. And today marks the final video I will be doing for this college football season. Like I said, I'm going to try to do basketball because basketball season's going on and we don't look too bad in basketball. And yeah, I did a video on the Pittsburgh game a couple days ago, but I ended up just deleting it because I did the whole video sideways. But I finally figured out the whole camera thing, so my rivalry with the camera is over now. So happy about that. But anyways, going into the game, yeah, just devastated right here. It's rough, brutal stuff. We had the game. We had the game, and there's really, I know some people are like, oh, the political thing to say is like, we're not we're not gonna point any fingers here, but I have a lot of fingers to point. It's at our freshmen who just constantly make just the stupidest mistakes, like that targeting at the end. Like, are you kidding me? Why do we have to do that? Why do we have to go for the hit there? And our coach, that's who deserves the blame the most. Why does he play not to lose when we're up by 1 point? The whole second half, after Max Brown played pretty solid throughout the whole first half, the whole second half, he decides to be conservative. We gain a 1 point lead. Going into halftime, it was 12-7, and then after they score, we do a field goal, and then after that, he just decides to play conservative. Our defense gets stops over and over again, and he just decides, let's keep running through the middle. Let's keep running through the middle. Let me not let my quarterback get some throws in. Eventually, since we are humans, doesn't matter how good the athletes are, eventually they're going to get tired if the defense has to keep going on the field, and you're trusting a defense. I know they've been playing well, but you're trusting a defense who has been statistically one of the worst defenses the Gators have ever had. I know it started off good, and starting the season, we were one of the top defenses, but let's be honest. We didn't play anyone. Before the Kentucky game, we were ranked top 10 in total defense. Who did we play? Utah, who we lost to. McNeese, Tennessee, that was actually a pretty good game, but they turned out not to be maybe as good as we thought, but still a pretty good team. And then Charlotte. And we were awarded a top 10 defense. Our defense wasn't good. I'm going to talk in past tense because the season's over. So now I can talk in past tense. But our coach is inability to make good decisions when he has the lead. You can't try to drain the clock for 2 quarters worth of clock. Like, I'm sorry. Like, that's football 101. Like, that's embarrassing. The stupid plays that he calls to try to protect a lead with 2 quarters to go. Yeah, okay, look, I'm sorry. I've been defending Billy, I'm like hesitant on the fire Billy because I really like the recruiting class that we have. But if we didn't have that, if somehow we lose Lagway in the recruiting class, bye-bye, Billy. Because I'm sorry. It doesn't matter at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how well you recruit. Like, an example of that is Jimbo Fisher. Look at him. He got fired. Even though he had a great recruiting class, bunch of 5 stars all over the place. It doesn't matter how well you recruit. If you make stupid decisions against critical games. Yeah. I know Montreal is going probably to the draft, but if we lose ETN to like the portal or something, then I don't know how we have underutilized ETN. Just kills me. I know the past few games we've been using him a little bit, but it just kills me. Just our schemes, it just kills me. Anyways, I don't want to go off track there. Billy Napier has proven time and time again that he cannot make good critical decisions. Even against the Missouri game, a lot of people were like, oh, that's one of Billy's best coached games. I know our defense gave up 4th and 17th, but that's Billy's fault. Why in the world, why on earth would you trust our defense to get a stop against a top 10 team who took Georgia down to the wire? Why would you trust our defense who gave up 700 yards against LSU? I know Jaden Daniels is probably going to win the Heisman, but 700 yards. We're the reason he's going to win the Heisman. He's had a great season, but come on, we propelled his Heisman stock. 700 yards of offense is just embarrassing. So Billy trusted our defense to do a stop against Missouri. That's on him. I know that game happened last week, but that is on him, the reason we lost. And again, today, I know things would have looked a little different if our field goal kicker, if Trey Smack, I don't know where his head is, because he missed 2 crucial field goals that it would have been 21-20. It would have been like we had 3 touchdowns. I don't know why on earth he missed those field goals. But anyways, the play calling is just bad. Just bad. If he doesn't hire an offensive coordinator, it's over. Wrap it up and give it to someone else. We'll start a GoFundMe for his buyout if he doesn't hire an offensive coordinator. He needs to hire an offensive coordinator, a special teams coach. Hold on. Bet he loses DJ. Nobody wants to throw screens. If he loses DJ, he's done. DJ, if he doesn't leave now, he is one of the most loyal people ever. And that would be beautiful. But it just kills me, his decision making. I mean, it's just embarrassing at this point. It's just really embarrassing. It's hard to get on here and defend Billy when these these costly decisions just keep happening over and over and over again. I know our schedule ended tough. Everyone knew it was going to end tough. But there is no reason. If you're a good coach, it doesn't matter how bad your team is. There is no excuse to start 5-2 and finish 5-7. There is no excuse to lose 5 games in a row. None. I don't care how bad your team is. You need to at least get 1 win. We needed to beat Arkansas. We lost to Arkansas in the swamp. Are you kidding me? The other games, they make more sense why we lost. I didn't want to lose them, but it makes more sense. But he just keeps giving signs of just not being a good coach. It's worrying me. I don't like to be those delusional Gator fans. Let's be honest. We're all a little delusional where we want to fire a coach right away. But hold on, I'm gonna read this. I know it's frustrating when I live FSU City. Yeah, it was frustrating for me. I went to the Swamp Restaurant to watch the game, and I was hearing more Seminole chants than Gator fans. I was so upset, not at the FSU fans, because I know they're our rival fan base, but I respect people that have passion for their team. But where were the Gator fans? I was exclaiming, I'm like, oh, I must be in Tallahassee, because I don't hear any Gator fans. And then my brother was like, oh yeah, well, I mean, to be fair, we're 5-6 and they have a chance to the playoffs. It doesn't matter. I keep the same energy no matter what. I'm a Gator fan in all kinds of weather, and that's how we need to be. We need to show that support always, especially against FSU. Why were there Seminole chants? Why were they so loud in the swamp? Okay, that's a topic for another day. I mean, that's not on the topic here, and I don't want to get carried away with that. But just to summarize, I don't know. I'm really, really, really starting to doubt Billy Napier. I'm really starting to doubt him. I don't like to be that guy, but I don't know. I don't know. I think it'll be clear as day if we lose DJ by Billy, but I don't know. There's a lot of good coaching candidates that I'd rather have, and I hate to give up on my coach right away, but I don't know. Like Kansas's coach who built Kansas from nothing, Duke's coach Mike Elko who revived Duke football. I don't know. There's just some coaches that they just bring inspiration. They just bring inspiration into their teams, and even with their limited resources, they just elevate their program. And I know it's like, oh, it's a Big 12, oh, it's the ACC, but a good coach is going to be a good coach. But wow, yeah, this game was brutal. I'm glad we fought. That's like at the end of the day, that's all I want. I mean, obviously I want more, but that's the main thing I want. I just want to fight. I just want to fight till the end. But it's just embarrassing. It's just embarrassing to lose that way. Our coach just doesn't look like a Power 5 coach. He doesn't. I'm sorry, he doesn't. And, okay, a play that really, really ticked me off is we had momentum. We did the safety. We got the ball back. And Billy Napier decides to do like a double reverse flea flicker, and we lose like 15 yards. Why are you doing that? You have momentum. We were doing good in the run game. Keep running. He did that on first down. And from that, the game just kind of became a stalemate. And then eventually, I mean, they won. But that killed our momentum. Even though we missed a field goal, we had just gotten a safety. That gives a team more momentum than almost anything. You know how rare safeties are? We did a safety, get the ball back, and we decide to do a double reverse flea flicker. Every time he's done that, we have lost the momentum and we've lost the game. Why does he think that works? That's something that a non-Power 5 coach would do. It's just stupid. Like, I can sit here try to find a better way to understand that play or a better word to explain that play, but no, it is flat, straight, just dumb, just lower, just dumb. I'm not gonna find synonyms for dumb. It's just not smart. And he just constantly kills our momentum. Max was having a good game, and then he decides, okay, we're gonna play conservative for the last 2 quarters, and Max, you're gonna barely throw the ball. Oh shoot! All of a sudden we're down because we just kept running it and kept doing 3 and outs, and our defense got tired. Okay, Max, out of nowhere, you need to do something. Let's throw three times in a row. Max, make magic happen. I know you're a freshman, but you got this. That's Billy Napier's philosophy. It is so stupid. What can we do? What can we do? I don't know. I don't know what to. I don't know. I can only support so much. I can, like, I'm gonna be a Gator thick and through it all, but like I can only support our coach so much. How do I defend that? How do I defend that egregious play calling? Like, if I was Billy Napier, I would just really take a look in the mirror. And he's gonna evaluate the season and see what we can do better. But literally, stare yourself in the mirror. After you get home, after the press conferences, just stare. Look into it deeply and just think, just be honest with yourself. Billy, you got to look at yourself and say, I'm not a good play caller. I need a special teams coach. I need more coaches to handle. I can't have, I need more than just one offensive line coach, because when we had one offensive line coach, our offensive line was good. Last year, it was good. He just needs to sit down and just think. Just look himself in the mirror evaluate, because he loves to say that word. And if not, if he tries to just keep things similar to how they were, we should fire him. If he doesn't get an offensive coordinator, we should fire him before the season starts. I said it right now. Because it is pointless. It is very pointless to keep a coach and just wait for him to lose a game to then fire him. Texas A&M, they did the right thing with Jimbo Fisher. They blew out Mississippi State, but they fired him. They didn't let that trick them and be like, oh, okay, we won this game. Maybe things will change from now. Maybe this win's going to be program defining. No, they knew that Jimbo wasn't taking them to the promised land, even though they had one of the highest recruiting classes of all time and just star-studded players. That's what you got to do. But it's smarter to just do it at the beginning of the season. And, yeah. I don't know what else to say. I wish we would have Pearsall for one more year. I feel so bad for him. Eugene Wilson is the future. And on the bright side, and like when I don't think about the coaching staff and I think about our team, I think there's a promising future with our team. A lot of freshmen played on defense. Jordan Castell started every game, I'm pretty sure. Bryce Thornton started a lot of games towards the end. Played a lot of minutes towards the end. TJ Searcy, he played. Kelby Collins, I couldn't think of his name. Kelby Collins played a lot. Sheriff Denson did pretty good today. Like, we've had a lot of freshmen play, and the future's bright. If we can lock up this recruiting class, we're going to have even more freshmen and more talented freshmen than we did this year. And we're just going to have a lot of talent, and the freshmen this year will be sophomores with experience. And we're going to be a better defensive team next year. I can guarantee it. So if I just take the coaching staff out of my mind and think of the players, for the players, it's very promising. Mertz, I think, is going to do even better. I think our offensive line is going to improve. I think we're going to stick with one coach. So, yeah, this season was a disappointment. I didn't want to finish 5-7. I wanted to finish 8-4, 9-3. I know it's a little delusional, but 9-3, 7-5. But we finished 5-7 and no bowl game for the first time since 2017. Sucky way to end. I even though it's sometimes very miserable to watch, I love watching Gator football, and it's a shame I'm gonna have to wait until late August of 2024 for the next season. So thank you guys for tuning in. I will try to do some videos on basketball because I like what I'm seeing. I think we're going to be very good. And go Gators. And it's a shame the season had to end this way. But thank you guys. And remember, in all kinds of weather, we stick together.